road trip to Disney World with me. Well, this is when we finally got to go. So this is us driving up, because remember, we're from Miami. It's a 4-hour drive up to Disney World. We got the beautiful sign going in at night. We went in on a Wednesday night, and we got to enter somewhat of the park. We didn't stay in a resort. This was just a general hotel room. We brought our beautiful Coco with us, and she did great in the hotel. It was the perfect little space for everyone. This was our night pool life. It was a combined pool with another hotel. And the breakfast, of course, had to get those Mickey and Minnie waffles. And our first day was Epcot. So, you know, the giant golf ball in the middle of the world is just amazing. The first thing that you see when you walk in. And it's the perfect entrance for the rest of the park. So the first ride we went on was this Mission Space. And don't get me wrong, it looked great. The sign was very clear about what to expect, but it was not what we expected. We did the orange thinking, okay, this will be fun. Yeah, no, we felt like we wanted to throw up after. And then this is us waiting in line for Guardians of the Galaxy. Best ride at Epcot, one of the best rides of the Disney World parks. I mean, for my opinion, it was just so, like, everything on the ride was so unexpected. There was just so much cool stuff. And this was inside after we went on Soarin', the simulator in chairs where you're kind of flying above a jungle. It was just very neat to go into, the fresh scents. And this was the Water World in Epcot, which is a little bit more Moana based, and there was this motion activated water sensors everywhere. It was so cool. This was where the waterfall broke for you if you walked through really slowly. It was pretty neat. And then, you know, I had my corn on the cob, of course, my favorite thing in the whole park. It had garlic herb butter. There was a flower festival going on at Epcot at the time, and so you could get this little book stamped off with all these different foods and drinks. And let me tell you, the drinks, they were strong. They were being poured strong. And of course, our stop in London included the little telephone booth. And this is us just walking around, seeing all the cool buildings of each different country. And you know we had to stop at the pub in London and get those Welsh Dragon drinks. And this was a view of the lakeside of Epcot. Absolutely stunning. It was just so neat. It's a very underrated park for sure. There was not a lot of people walking around. It was so open. It was such a nice day outside. We didn't experience rain at all during this trip. And it was just amazing. This was the part of France right before you get on the Ratatouille ride. And right after, you have the Belle and Beauty of the Beast sculpture in the bushes. All their bush sculptures was absolutely amazing. You have to give props to Disney. They think about every single detail in every single one of these parks. And it's just amazing to see all the different cultures and everything they put into everything here. And you could see a little clip of me dancing and clapping here in the music. I was just having a grand old time. And if you saw my ears earlier, I had different ears for every park. I was wearing the alien, the claw ones from Toy Story today because I thought, you know, out of this world, out of this country, you know, you get it for Epcot. But I had some other cool ears for the rest of the trip. And this was a little American barbecue spot we stopped at for lunch. They had some good brisket, watermelon, and just all good soul American food. And the details here, as I mentioned, are just absolutely amazing. I mean, it was so nice to be able to get pictures in front of everything because there was not a lot of people, and it was just nice to walk around and view everything. And here's my special German drink. I had an apple Schwammwein, as I say in the video, and some cheese berry strudel, and it was pretty good. I gotta say, it was worth the money, definitely. We didn't spend too much on food the whole time we were here. Epcot is definitely the park to buy all the food from, though, with all the different cultures. It's just cool to try everything, and you don't rack up a humongous bill. We finished off our Epcot journey in Mexico. There was actually a little girl celebrating a birthday like I was on this trip, and the mariachi band sung to her, and then they were singing this authentic song, which is pretty cool. And then there was one little boat ride in the village of Mexico that it really made you feel like you were in the nightlife. It was so neat. It was just cool water, little boat ride. It was nice because there's this little restaurant right on it, and it's just a cool overlook right by this little pyramid and all these little neat little things to do. And there were little shops in there as well. It was just a really cool thing to experience. I believe our Epcot day, we each had about 14,000 steps, so you definitely still get your steps in. We ended up leaving about 4 o'clock so we could go home and enjoy the pool, and it was definitely well worth it. And that concludes day 1 at Disney.